Yo, I wanted to show you how I be talking to this shit, right? I said, okay, good job. Now that you know how to apply the tracking to save and output, etc., you need to look at the tracking in the NFL model and make sure it will track, save, and do everything correctly. And you can see it processes it, thought, and it says, I'll review the NFL model and apply the fixes I just learned from the NBA model. Let me examine it. And it did the same thing, reran the whole script, gave me all the downloads. I download that bitch, replace it. I haven't even run it because I already got the picks all for the night for the NBA. Even though I want to see if it tracks so bad, but I want fresh data. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna run it for the NFL just to see if the tracking portion is there. But that can't happen to Tuesday now because Sunday, Monday. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, I just don't want to run it while the NBA games. It's already picked the games, and if anything changes, the only change I want to see is that the bitch tracked the games from last night, pulled 13 games, went 9-4. I want it to track itself. Obviously, I have tracked it on the public app, the Action Network, just so I could back it up because I hadn't seen it do it itself yet. So I don't even know why I started to make the video. Oh yeah, NFL plays. Here we go. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the NFL plays right now. But I think I gotta go get them. And then I want to show you how the logic is off from the output compared to the picks. Come on, Rico, act like you know how to do this shit. Right here, not that. Go to the main scene, not that one. Is it this one? Bang. Here we go. Yo, so 11-2. At least I got that date right. God damn it. I need to make just a clean video of me in the AI. You'd be like, I'm insane. And I'm going to be like, I know I'm insane. We got Atlanta Falcons at the Patriots. It says Patriots minus 5.5. It's the play. But this line means Patriots plus 5.5. Hold on. See what I'm saying? I think we need to just run the NBA model. Let's do that live. Fuck it. Where we at? Go back to my screen. Let's do that on video. But see, I have to check to make sure the logic is right before just diving right in because this is just the output. The real picks is in a text format in the code. You know what I'm saying? So I also come here and copy all of the code. All right, we have the picks. This is the output of the picks. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you real raw how it gets because it confused me if there is a bug in the output. This is the HTML output, but I'm just gonna call them bitches out to make sure that we have the pick and let's see if the output was correct. First is it logged the confident pick, New England minus 4.5. And then that's if you can see these, we should be fine. Like you don't need to see me. You can see the plays good, and I could just call them off. And then Carolina at Green Bay. Carolina at Green Bay is Green Bay minus 12.5. And then it logged the confident pick, Green Bay to cover 12.5 points. Huge edge. The edge is huge on the Carolina Green Bay play, as well as the Atlanta New England minus 5.5. It's only selecting the confident plays. In the Chicago Bears Cincinnati game, it does not have a confident play. There is a no bet in the Chicago Bears Cincinnati game. In the Denver Broncos Houston game, the confident play is Houston minus 1.5. It says take Houston minus 1.5. Detroit, Minnesota is like Detroit to cover 8.5, and it likes a huge edge. No bet on the Colts and the Steelers game. No bet on the Colts and the Steelers spread. Chargers at the Titans. Chargers at the Titans. The confident pick. It says Chargers. It's Titans plus 9.5. Log confident pick. Bet is Los Angeles Chargers. That looks weird. And then no bet in the 49ers Giants game. No bet Jaguars Raiders game. Saints and the Rams. We got Saints and the Rams. Confident play. Saints and the Rams. Los Angeles to cover 14 points. They got Los Angeles Rams to cover 14 points. Heavy, heavy edge. And the Chiefs at the Bills. It's a no bet. No bet on the Chiefs and the Bills. No bet on the Seahawks. Maybe that's starting the next week. I ain't see the date because that's a lot of them. Damn, that's crazy. Let me see how far I am on this sheet. Done. Yeah, no bet on those. You see the No bet. I asked it not to do that. Don't put a green check with bet and say no bet. But I know that's just the title of bet. But I get it. But you heard me call these no bet. San Francisco bet the under 48 and a half. No bet on the spread. Jaguars Raiders, no bet on the spread. No bet on the total. Rams minus, I call those, all those. So it looked like a lot of plays, but a lot of them don't have a bet, and that is one of the bugs in the output. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. As long as I got the picks, it's really all that matters. But I hope that makes sense. So it's spitting all these picks, but all of them are not actually plays. So that's why I'm trying to show them in a different manner. And also, let me show you where why I read off the picks in the text, because this part don't make sense yet. This part don't make sense yet sometimes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But this is has nothing to do with the pick logic. This is only HTML that's representing the code that's behind it. So this has nothing to do with the pick logic, which confused the fuck out of me in the beginning. So I wasn't even going to use the NFL model because it wasn't doing what the NBA model was doing. And especially I could run the NBA model every day and get plays and see that this bitch was popping. That shit hitting at 64% at 50 plays. It told me to play 50 to 100 plays and it should smack at 54% to beat the market. That was the goal. That was the goal while creating the pick logic. It's plus EV leaning, and it has all advanced analytics, and the goal is to beat the market. And the test 50 Harlem, chill please. The test was to play 50 to 100, and it expected itself to hit 54%. Bro, we had 48 games. The shit is hitting at 64%. That shit is insane. You don't know how many times I made it do itself over and over and over again. It would spit it out all complete. It would be like, this model is ready to perform at 54% or greater. And I would like find out how to make it better. And it was like, you need to test it. You need to run some tests. I was like, just find something else and tell me you can't make it perform better. And like, yes, actually, let's give it one more try. I was like, what the fuck? So I kept doing that shit over and over for 2 days straight, 16 times on each day. I made it do it 16 times the day before my birthday and 16 times on my birthday. I didn't go to sleep. I went live and hit that 5 pick. Bro, I was about to pass out on the computer. If you was here last night, I went live to show that all I needed was the Lakers in the Portland game to hit the free bet, a bonus bet that was $20 smack for the 480. You know my unit size is $5. Like on day one of the model going live, like brother, get out of here. And then let's look at this fucking pick logic that should be represented correctly in the total score and the predicted score and what the rest of the data says. Anyway, look at this. Atlanta at New England Patriots. The line is Patriots minus 5.5. It says bet New England minus 5.5. The model thinks New England Patriots wins by 2.5. If that's the case, why won't you tell me to take, you know what I'm saying? But this isn't representative of the pick logic. That's what the AI told me. So I'm still trying to fix this because I'm not showing this. This is not what I'm showing. These are not the picks that I'm playing. The picks that I'm playing is this text copy that's showing the same pick, but this logic doesn't make sense. Like, why would you say that? If you think, I understand it's just a prediction, but it's still telling me you think New England's only going to win by 2.5, but take New England minus 5.5. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, look at look at look at this one. Whoa, I'm all over the place in this bitch. But look at this one. Carolina at Green Bay Packers. The line is Packers minus 12.5. It says Bet Green Bay Packers minus 12.5. The model thinks Green Bay wins by 2.5. Why would you tell me to take Green Bay minus 12.5? But this is not the answer. Whatever it is, it's misinterpreting the code. This is what the AI telling me. So this is in the middle of me producing this, and then I put the plays in, and everything's fucking smacking. I'm like, wait, why is this? Why are you telling me this when the pick says that? And that it's still confusing me because I don't know what to do. But it is fucking smacking like crazy when I just put the play in. Look, the Broncos at Houston, Texas. The line is Houston, Texas minus 1.5. It says bet Houston, Texas minus 1.5. The model think Houston wins by 2.5, covers the 1.5 spread. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. I'm taking Houston minus, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking Houston minus 1 all day. Minus 1.5. And look, the Vikings at the Detroit Lions. The spread is Detroit minus 8.5. Sorry. Bet the Lions minus 8.5. The model thinks the Lions wins by 2.5. Why? And then your predicted score is Minnesota 20, Detroit 22. Why not tell me to take you know what I'm saying? Why are you looking at my play like this if I know the play came out like that? Let me go make sure what the play came out as, okay? On the text. This is a Detroit. Let me see what the play came out as. Green Bay, Houston. Yeah, Houston is Houston minus 1. Detroit, the Detroit game, I forgot what I was looking at. Yes, the Detroit game is bet the Lions minus 8.5. It says bet the Lions minus 8.5. Heavy edge. Confidence 100%. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's showing the confidence level in here. Why I don't get that on my output? Confidence 70%. I don't see that on the out. Oh, I got some work to do. I mean, it's spitting and it's smacking. This is the first one for the NFL. So with that said, my video's too long. I just been rambling, and I'm gonna post this bitch. Where's my NBA NFL bets tracking? You know what I'm saying? So with that said, if you're still here, those are the plays. Here are the plays for the NFL tomorrow. I'm a New England minus 2.5. New England minus 5.5. Green Bay to cover. Bet the under in the Cincinnati Bears game, but no play on the spread. Houston minus 1.5. No play on the spread. Detroit to cover. Bet the under 47.5 Detroit game. No play on the spread in the Steelers game. I did this already. Pittsburgh the under 50.5. This says Chargers plus 9.5. I think they messed this up. I don't know. This is supposed to be, unless they think the Titans gonna win. This represents upset to me when they mess it up like that. I ain't gonna lie. No bet on the total. No bet on the San Francisco Giants game. Bet the under in the Giants 49ers game. Like Rams minus 14 against New Orleans. Under 52.5 Chiefs and the Bills. No bet on the Bills and the Chiefs game. Under Seahawks and the Commanders. Dallas minus 2.5 versus Cardinals, and the under 54.5. Broncos to cover 10.5. Am I going into next week yet? No. Don't keep going. Start right there. That's it. But you get what I'm saying? This shit's crazy. I'm going to make 100 more videos about this shit. So if you're interested, keep watching. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bro. Peace. I'm out.